Assalamu alaikum, Shaykh. Thank you for your response, and I really appreciate the polite and respectful manner in which you responded to my question. And I very much hope that this will encourage others to engage in a respectful and civil dialogue between Muslims and ex-Muslims. Regarding my question, it was not simply that eternal punishment contradicts mercy. It was, why did God create people he knows will burn in hell forever in the first place, when he didn't have to? God could have just created those he knows will eventually achieve heaven. He can still test them. They will still have free will. They will still sin. There will still be good and bad. There will still be conflicts, disasters, disease, temptations, and so on. There is no need to create those who will end up in hell forever just to suffer eternal torture. God has nothing to prove to anyone. He is omnipotent. He can achieve his will in any way he wishes. He didn't have to choose to create some that he knows will just end up suffering the most unimaginable pain and agony for all eternity. Of course, God can do whatever he wants, but since we have to judge the various religious claims using human reason, it makes no sense to accept such a contradictory claim. The claim that God is the most merciful of the merciful, but at the same time he chooses to create people that would suffer eternal torture when he didn't have to. This is a glaring contradiction I cannot reconcile. If God is truly the most merciful of those who show mercy, why did he choose to include the eternal suffering of some people when he didn't have to? That doesn't sound even a tiny bit merciful, let alone the most merciful of those who show mercy. Anyone who has experienced burning their finger will know the excruciating pain that causes. Those who have suffered much worse third-degree burns and survived can attest to how physically and psychologically unbearable that is, even though it was only for a moment. To think that God will keep people alive and refresh their skin over and over again so they can suffer this agony minute after minute, day after day, year after year, millions and billions of years after millions and billions of years, with no hope of it ever ending, just being kept alive to suffer when God didn't even need to create these wretched creatures in the first place? It is utterly mind-boggling. Then to be told that this God is the most merciful of those who show mercy makes zero sense. By the way, I am aware that Islam gives God many other names or attributes, but adding 99 or 99,000 names doesn't resolve this contradiction. It's like a man who calls himself the most faithful and monogamous husband, but his wife catches him in bed with another woman. So he says, yes, but I have other names like the philanderer and the cheat. Attributes that contradict each other cannot be reconciled by adding more attributes.